Hi, I'm Annor Doeman, and thank you so much for joining me for this 5-part series of Think and Grow Rich. We're going to take the book and break it down step by step, starting with chapter 1. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the very first chapter. We're starting on page 1. If you don't have it already, I recommend that you get this book. It's called Think and Grow Rich. It's the original version of the book. So the reason why we recommend that you get the original version is because, as it says here, it could be worth $1 million to you, and it has so many copies sold. So you want the actual original version of Think and Grow Rich. So here we're going to start with the first chapter. We're starting on chapter 1, which is Thoughts Are Things. So we're going to start this series with several recommendations. We're going to start with The Secret. So all of these recommendations are going to have links in the comment box below, so you'll be able to click those links and check those links out. We're going to have The Secret. We're going to have another assignment for you to do, which is Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. So you want to check that out also. So we're going to also have a link to this book inside of the description box below, so you'll be able to follow along. We recommend that you get this book and start out by doing the steps that he outlines in chapter 2. So thoughts are things. So that's pretty much what we're going to concentrate on today. Our thoughts are things. That's also what is concentrated on in The Secret. And let's get started. So the very first thing that he says are thoughts are things, which means that whatever you think about is going to manifest in your life. So many times we are thinking about a myriad of things from the past, the present, our present that we want to see, and our future. And when you're thinking about things, you're creating at the exact same time. So no matter when you're thinking, or wherever it is that you're thinking, you're constantly creating your future. So be careful of the thoughts that you think in the present, and the thoughts that you think of the past also, and also the thoughts that you think when you visualize the future, because you're going to manifest that. So he goes on to talk about Edwin C. Barnes, so you'll be able to get that story and how he went on to work for Mr. Edison. So he does mention that an impulsive thought can be translated into its physical equivalent. And so much of the book, it repeats this and shows you how to think the things you want to think to create your future. He talks about the 50-cent lesson in persistence. He talks about stopping 3 feet from gold, which means that sometimes work that we do, goals that we set, they're going to be challenging. But don't give up, because there's a story about how someone went mining for gold and they hit an amazing find and they found gold, and then all of a sudden they couldn't find the gold anymore, and they kept drilling and drilling. They took some gold out, but then all of a sudden the vein dried up and they couldn't get any more gold. So then they decided to just give up and stop looking for the gold, and they passed the land over to someone, and that person went and got an expert, and they found that they were only 3 feet away from gold. So when you're working on a project, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be daunting, but don't give up, because you're only 3 feet away. And the minute that you do give up, you'll find, and I'm going to put a link to a poem below, because they say, you learned too late when the night came down how close you were to the golden crown. So you want to stay focused on what you're going for. The Strange Power of a Child. This one sound idea is all you need. So this is really great. So you can go through this chapter and find some amazing things. We're going to have a 5-part series here. We're just trying to give a brush up and just leave some comments on what you want to see covered, and also if this video helped you. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.